Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had a great weekend. You know, I got to start doing things here at STL TV called Angela's Adventures. Well, I've decided to take those into my own life, right? You might know that I'm part of a group called Cruising Limburg. And recently, one of the members of the group asked me and Jason, the founder of the group, to, instead of cruise Limburg, fly Limburg. So you know, I've been in a hot air balloon, I've been in a helicopter, but I've never been in one of those tiny personal planes. So I got to go up in one of those tiny personal planes, and we flew over the same road that we would typically cruise when we cruise Limburg. There, right there is the plane we were in. It was actually so much fun, but I've got to tell you, of all the random flying that I've done, I think I like the hot air balloon most. And then it would be helicopter, regular airplane, and then tiny aircraft. I get that it's cool to have your own personal tiny aircraft. Obviously, you have to have a lot of money to have something like that and to be able to pilot it. However, those little tiny aircrafts are they're real shaky, right? They're real kind of wobbly. So I think I'd prefer to do all my flying in hot air balloons from now on. Now, I mentioned the last time I was here that I caught up with Jimmie Allen. You guys know who Jimmie Allen is. He is a country music superstar, right? On the rise. Well, I caught up with him when he was here for the NASCAR Cup race. And I kind of told you a little bit about it, about how he's got a very law of attraction. I kind of like where his mindset was. Well, you didn't think I was just going to tell you about it and not show you the interview. Well, I definitely caught up with him. I did a whole interview. Stay tuned, because that's coming up later on in the show. So you know what? Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. It is officially summer in St. Louis, and it's really been feeling like it. Now, I realize we're in a set for probably a couple of really good, beautiful weeks, but you know St. Louis weather, it's gonna heat back up before you know it. And if you're looking for a way to kind of beat that heat, the city of St. Louis has a great list of resources that could really help. They have everything from local pools and cooling locations to weather alerts and links to resources like Cool Down St. Louis, which help residents across the region with utility assistance. They have everything you need all in one place. Just go to stlouis-mo.gov/summer. They also have a summer calendar and a list of concerts and events happening around town. There's actually so much to do this summer, and I don't think we can even scratch the surface in the time we have today on the show. But we're gonna do our best to kind of limit those highlights for you so you know where to go. Landmarks downtown walking tours are a great way to explore the fascinating history, culture, and architecture of downtown St. Louis. Learn more about famous landmarks, hidden gems, and the art of historic preservation on their Downtown East and Downtown West tours. The tours are offered on Saturdays at 10 a.m. through October 29th. You can learn more about the tours and book tickets at landmarks-stlouis.org. The 22nd annual Whitaker St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase returns this July. The showcase screens a broad range of works that were shot in St. Louis region or written, directed, or produced by filmmakers who either live in the area or have strong local ties. The showcase runs July 15th through the 24th, and all screenings will take place at Washington University's Brown Hall. You can find a full list of programs, tickets, and more information at cinemastlouis.org. Prairie Farms movie nights are back at Ballpark Village in the Together Credit Union Plaza. Have fun with the whole family watching a movie on the outdoor big screen, playing yard games, and more. A portion of sales benefit KidSmart and Girls on the Run. The free movie nights are held on select Thursdays all summer long. Go to stlballparkvillage.com to check out their lineup. You can also enjoy an outdoor movie in Forest Park when the St. Louis Art Museum's front yard is transformed into a giant cinema. The Art Hill Film Series is a St. Louis tradition of film, food, music, and fun. This year's theme is Game On, and a nod to the museum's upcoming exhibit, Catching the Moment. The series runs on Friday nights, July 8th through the 29th. Now you can learn more at slam.org. They actually have a great lineup this summer too, with classics like The Sandlot and A League of Their Own. Weirdly enough, somebody just a couple days ago told me I need to watch A League of Their Own. I've never actually seen that movie. And I feel like this is gonna be the best way to go view it, right? Outside with a bunch of people that don't realize they're my best friends. So I feel like I'm gonna go check that one out for sure. Now, if you want to catch some new movies this summer, there are lots of options. So I got to go to the media screening of Elvis. I don't know if you've seen the previews for this movie, but man, the guy who plays Elvis, he is going to be a star. Also, not sure how they made him look so much like Elvis in the movie. I will say that this movie, Elvis, is about 25 minutes too long, but it was really a great movie. If you love music, if you love Elvis, it's pretty good. They kind of touch on certain aspects of Elvis's life that I wasn't really familiar with, about how some African Americans thought he was stealing their music, and a lot of white people didn't want him bringing African American music to the white population. They kind of touch on that, but it really focuses more on his manager and how horrible of a person he is. So that's pretty great. You should check that out. I also got to see The Black Phone. I love a good scary movie, and when I saw a preview of this movie, I was in. I'm not giving too much away. If you see any of the previews for the movie, you can tell that the little boy that I'm showing you right now gets kidnapped, and then, you know, things go downhill from there. Definitely should check that one out too. I really, really enjoyed that. My dad hates scary movies. I made my dad come with me to that movie. He also had a good time. Of course, one of my all-time summer favorite traditions ever is going to the Muni. I used to go all the time with my papa. He's been gone a long time now, so now I either go with my dad or my mom, but I always try to go to 1 or 2 shows a year. It is beautiful, and its epic 104th season is now underway. This year's 7-show season includes some exciting debuts along with long-awaited returns. It kicked off with Chicago, and that is followed by Camelot in June. Mary Poppins kicks things off in July, followed by Sweeney Todd, Legally Blonde, and The Color Purple. Now the season will wrap with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which runs through August 12th through the 18th. Okay, I'm so pumped about this. I'm seeing Camelot and Mary Poppins. Already got tickets for those. I might add another show or two, but the Muni's a great spot. And don't forget, the Muni has those free seats all the way in the back. Now it's kind of a first come, first serve situation, but it's definitely a great way to check in some free entertainment. You can view the full schedule, find tickets and more at muni.org. Luau in the Lou is bringing tropical fun to St. Louis Union Station. This Hawaii-themed event features a monthly concert series, hula dancers, fire breathers, performances, and more. You can join in on the fun on the weekends through August 21st. Visit stlouisunionstation.com to learn more about this and all of their other summer events. You can enjoy live music in the Grand Center Arts District on Tuesday evenings throughout the summer. Tuesdays in the Park is a great mix of live music to enjoy while you shop, dine, and relax in Strauss Park. It runs from 5 to 8 every Tuesday evening through August 30th. You can learn more and explore other ways to enjoy summer in the Grand Center Arts District at grandcenter.org. Jazz St. Louis is also offering a free summer concert series in the Grand Center Arts District. Their Summer Spotlight STL series features beloved local artists and bands at one of the nation's top listening rooms. The Summer Spotlight series runs through July 30th at the Harold and Dorothy Stewart Center for Jazz in the Grand Center. For a list of performances, dates, and more, go to jazzstl.org/summer. I'm not done with music yet, you guys. There's so much going on this summer. I told you, we were just scratching the surface. The National Blues Museum also has a free concert series that you'll want to check out this summer. Blues on the Block is an outdoor concert series featuring 2 acts a night, bringing the beat, blues, soul, and R&B to St. Louis. Concert goers are welcome to bring chairs and snacks to enjoy the show. Blues on the Block takes over on the corner of 6th Street and Washington Avenue from 5 to 8:30 on select Saturdays through August 27th. You can find a full schedule and more information at nationalbluesmuseum.org. Now, you know, all that music, all the fun outdoor theaters you can watch, there's so much going on, but I did mention that I caught up with Jimmie Allen. I will say that there was a little bit of drama that happened before we got to shoot this, but luckily everybody's happy, healthy, and okay. And what I did was what anybody would do in a pinch, right? I took my cell phone with no microphone. We went in the back of his tour bus. I put my cell phone up and we just kind of recorded this video. So pay no attention to the recording of the video, but there's a lot of great information in here. If you don't know anything about Jimmie Allen, check this out. Angella Sharp with SCL TV. I talk about him all the time on the show. Finally caught up with Jimmie Allen. Jimmie, it's so great to talk to you again.
Good to talk to you too.
Okay, so I always talk about you on the show to everybody. Yeah. You've had a stellar career.
It's been fun.
Everybody in country music now knows who you are. But you struggled to get here.
Oh, for sure. And it took a while, you know, from, 10 years in Nashville. Nashville, 10-year town is a real thing, people. But, from living in the car thing. And,
so you skate over it now because everybody has the story, but you really went down there with a dream and a passion and did live out of your car for some time.
Yeah, lived out when I first got there, I lived in this trailer with no electric for like 5 months, then lived in my car for like 4 months. You save a lot of money on rent. Pay rent now. Just saying.
Just saying, it works well.
I worked at this gym that had showers and stuff, so I was in showers.
And that's how you would get ready to go on auditions and things.
All that thing. Yeah, we'll go down there, we'll work, wash my clothes, work out, and then go live the day.
And just go live the day.
Yeah.
You tried out for America's Got Talent, that didn't work.
Yeah.
American Idol, you got, but you didn't get to the voting. Mm-hmm. And then finally, you started writing, and you got swooped up. That moment when you realized that all this work, because a lot of people give up after try 1 and try 2. But when you've realized all that work is actually coming to fruition, did you realize it then?
Yeah, like the crazy thing is everything I'm doing now, I saw it happening. Like I didn't know when it would happen, but I saw it. And I feel like you have to, no matter what your goal is and you're working towards, you have to see yourself there. So that way, no matter whatever obstacles life throws at you, you still have a marker you're trying to hit.
Right.
So that's what I just focused on. I focused on the marker.
Kind of like the law of attraction. Yeah. You kind of believe it and visualize it, and there it is.
You have to. And then it keeps you focused. To where, even if it's like having a compass. If you're in the woods and you're lost, you got your compass facing north. You always know which way you're going to go. Right. No matter what obstacles you find yourself encountering on the way, you know where you're going. So I knew where I was going. And I'm definitely thankful for, everything I've been able to accomplish. But I'm not surprised by it because I'm like, when you prepare for something and you work for something, you don't work to fail, you work to succeed. So when it happens, you should be shocked.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Yeah. But you're not shocked.
Yeah, nobody puts work in to fail.
Right.
Like people, you don't have a doctor says, man, do you ever see yourself being a doctor? He would say, yeah. School teachers, do you ever see yourself being a school teacher? They say, yeah. Mechanics say, yeah. So I feel like it should be the same thing with the entertainment business. Whether you're an actor, musician, reporter, social media, digital person, whatever. If you're working towards something, you should see yourself doing it. You shouldn't be surprised when you accomplish everything that you've worked for.
I love that. And you have quite a lot of accomplishments, right? Your first single, debut single, went to #1. You were the first African American to do that on the Billboard Country charts. Then you got the ACM Entertainer of the Year, first solo African American for that. And CMA New Artist of the Year, only the second for that. Do you like or hate that we keep saying what number African American you are to hit certain milestones?
Me, personally?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, because it's kind of I feel like...
You want to get to the point where we no longer have to say
that. Yeah,
because
it's we don't say, you're the 58th white male win.
Right.
Because for me, I feel like I get why people do it because they want to highlight their achievement.
Right.
But what happens is when you choose to continue to focus on something, you're looking at me not as a country artist, a male country artist, but a black country artist.
Right.
asterisk.
Yeah, and there shouldn't be an asterisk.
Yeah, it should just be, artists. That's why I'm not a big fan, honestly, of the word African American. Because we don't say European American for white people.
I guess we could start.
You know what I
There's
mean?
a lady on TikTok who
Yeah,
does do that.
European American. Because I was like, for me, when I hear the word African American, sometimes it puts like an asterisk. Well, you're American, but you're African. It's not a real American. You know what I mean?
So you would just rather us move on.
You're American.
Your song, your debut single went #1. That's cool. Your
Heck
second
yeah.
single went #1.
Heck yeah.
Also cool.
Heck yeah.
I happen to
And
be-
the fact that I'm black, people see that. So the younger black generation that I want to inspire, I don't need to say I'm black. They see I'm black.
They already know.
So where, you know what I'm saying? So where you keep the focus on music, and people see the differences.
Right.
When a female gets #1, they see she's a female. We don't have to say this female, this. Or like a female pilot. No, she's a pilot. Female doctor. No, she's a doctor.
She's a doctor.
Yeah.
I kind of like where your head's
Yeah.
at in that.
That's how you really get to the point of equality.
Yes.
When you treat people equally, not based upon their gender, where you feel bad for them because of their gender,
Right.
or whether you treat them badly because of their gender. You know what I mean? You're focusing on the level of talent. And that's it.
That I am not going to bring it up again, and we're going to start talking about all those achievements that you have. I happened to be at that #1 party where when you were let know that Best Shot had went #1,
Yeah.
and you had some emotions.
Yeah.
We've also seen you on Dancing with the Stars with those emotions.
Yeah. I'm
Are
sorry.
those emotions just always at the forefront for you?
Yeah, because when I accomplish things, I think about everything I went through to get there. Because I find enjoyment in not really what I accomplished, but in the building process and the journey to get there. So when I achieve something, whether it's a #1, like I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful for what happened. But that's not what excites me. What excites me is building. So even after I achieve something, I'm ready to get back to work.
You want the next thing.
Yeah, I love building.
That is huge. Well, you have all these duets that you've come out with some really cool people. Freeland, who I love.
Yeah.
You've got that. You have a song out now with Angella.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah.
So how did all that come to be?
So somebody that works there reached out and said, hey, we want to do a remix version for a song On My Way. So they said to me, you think you'll be able to do it? I was like, yes, I did it that day and came back.
Really, that day? Oh, wow.
On this new record, I got a song with CeeLo and T-Pain on the same song. Then yeah, I love working with other artists. There's a bunch of other artists in the process start this. Whether probably won't be on an album, it'll just be like we do a song together, we just put it out.
Just put it out. Yeah, give it to the people.
Easy, give it to people. That's what happens.
Well, that Brad Paisley song that you did with Brad Paisley,
Yeah.
that one also went #1. So.
Yeah, it's real pretty. It was a highway.
Yeah.
That was a fun one to write.
Really?
I had fun writing. So I wrote that song with a guy named Ash Bowers, who's my manager. He was a songwriter at the time, Matt Rogers. And I just wanted to write a song just about like what it felt like in my hometown growing up. Like, back when things were a lot simpler.
Yeah. Well, I heard you out here talking about $1 and
Yeah.
I got 50 cents.
Yeah, man.
So we probably should tell everybody, I am talking to you. You're here at World Wide Technology Raceway. You performed. But when this airs, your new album, Tulip Drive, will be out. So we can't give away too many secrets.
When does it come out?
This is going to be the 27th.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so what are you expecting from that album?
From that album, I'm kind of just expecting, people that love it to love it, and hopefully everyone can find something that they love, whether it's a story in a song, or whether it's a song that they love that touches them. That's why I purposely put different styles of music on my album. There's country songs, there's rock songs, there's Christian songs, pop songs, hip-hop songs, everything on my album. Because no matter who listens to it, I want them to find something they love.
Something they love and they like. Well, speaking of kind of mixing up genres, you kind of also mix up your life. You have a book. You were the director on a show, a Netflix show. Where do you see Jimmie Allen going in the future?
More television stuff.
Television stuff? Yeah,
Whether
you
it's
got
hosting.
Dancing with the Stars. You hosted with Dolly Parton and Gabby Barrett.
That was fun. So more like trying to host more TV shows, being an actor in television
Taking
shows.
my job.
No.
Jimmy, can we co-host the show together?
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
Okay,
You have the connections, and I feel like I can, play straight man
really
to
care
your
what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
You're really good.
He has to say that.
I know. No, but it was fun. So doing that, working on some movie roles. I'm executive director on like 2 new docu-series coming out. Artists, this family I discovered. Yeah, work on a sitcom. Try to like.
You were available, like for hire. Call you up. You were ready. Do everything.
Ready, yeah.
I love that.
I never say no. Well, I do sometimes.
You do.
But I'll try anything twice.
I'll try anything twice.
Yeah.
You don't really. You do talk about your family, but not a whole lot. You kind of try to keep that part private.
Yeah.
Does that kind of keep you stable and grounded?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like when you share everything, nothing's sacred.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they've let society tell them they need to share everything on social media. There you go.
Right.
Social media, you can post what you want on your page or don't. Like I have people comment, Jimmie, you didn't post anything about your mom for Mother's Day. So I replied and said, well, my relationship with my mom was none of your business.
Right.
Just because I didn't post with my mom, I was actually hanging out with my mom.
Like I talked to her, right? Right. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like,
it kind of keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
And something
Like I tell people all the time, I share what I want to share. I don't share what I don't want. I'm not a prisoner to people's opinions.
And I'm really getting that. You got a great vibe, and this is why I wanted to interview you before. Obviously, I had met you in Nashville years ago, and you had a good vibe then, but you've been able to keep that vibe while you have keep hitting different benchmarks of success. Is that your goal, is to stay grounded and focused?
Yeah, I definitely want to stay grounded and focused. Like you have to.
Right.
Especially in this business. It's real crazy. Absolutely, you have to protect your energy. Be cautious. People you hang out with all the time. You just do, man. And it's like, I don't know. I just love being able to I tell people, live your life the way you want to live.
Right.
Don't be a victim.
You get all the blame you can.
Yeah, if you want the blame.
Seriously. I'm jealous. I'm going to need one of those.
I got you. I say exactly where to get it.
Okay, you tell me how to get it.
I know exactly where to get it.
You're coming back to town, to St. Louis, Missouri. You're going to be at the Enterprise Center early November, opening up for Carrie Underwood. That kind of arena, that's kind of where you feel at home.
I feel home a lot of different places.
You do?
Yeah.
You did a great job out
as long
here.
as I'm on stage, I might mentally have to adjust in my head. But as an entertainer, whether you're feeding directly off the crowd or you have to put more in to make sure we're the entertainers. Our job to entertain however we need.
Well, you got a whole bunch of people looking up to you, seeing what you're going to do next. They can go to JimmieAllen.com.
Yeah, JimmieAllenMusic.com. Jimmie Allen and all the social stuff.
Right.
Whether it's Instagram, Facebook.
You kind of rolled your eyes.
Yeah.
It's part of the
Yeah,
thing.
it's part of it. I'm always about my entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
And that song with J-Lo's out, so people can kind of keep up with what you got going. And then we know Tulip Drive is out now. So go get that.
Yes, do that.
Go get that. That's how he feeds his family. He would like it. And put sling on his breast. So that's what he wants you to go do. I want to know right now one objective that you've got that is I know that you said you put your mind on something, you get it. I want to know what it is right now so that I can look back at this tape and be like, yep.
When I'm on sitcom.
Sitcom. Sorry, Jimmie Allen. You heard it here first, and I'm telling you, I'm going to play this back when you have your own sitcom.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. I enjoyed talking to you. It was great to catch up.
Really.
Thank you. All right, you're watching The Daily Mix. Jimmie Allen. Don't forget to check him out. JimmieAllenMusic.com.
Yeah, that's it.
Seriously, I love this guy. I love his law of attraction thoughts. I love, I'm kind of into that law of assumption, law of attraction, but he took it one step further than I even did. If people say they want to be a teacher, they become a teacher. People say they want to be a doctor, they become a doctor. Why couldn't you say, I want to be a superstar? And he did. So I guarantee you at some point we're going to see a sitcom with Jimmie Allen's name on it. Make sure you check out JimmieAllenMusic.com, catch up with him on all his social media channels, and then you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can always drop us a line at The Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. Let me know who I should talk to. Let me know what adventures I should go on. I just want to know what's going on. That's going to do it for The Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.